Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday, January the 11th, second week of January, under our belts. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in tonight. We've got a fun-filled evening planned for you tonight. We've got a couple of new things that came in, but it has been a pretty light week in terms of receiving new goodies. There are lots of boxes in transit for us, but right now it's been a little bit quiet. Other than that, I also have lots of classes to share with you. Now, they were in last week's newsletter, but maybe you missed them or maybe you want to learn more. So here is your opportunity to ask questions in the comments, see the samples, because sometimes we just like to give sneak peeks, but I've got the samples, at least for some of the classes here. Some of them are still works in progress. And so this is your opportunity to kind of see these up close and ask questions about the events that maybe you've been wondering but didn't know how to ask. I think that's what we'll do is we will start with the new product. Again, very, very light this week. That doesn't mean that there isn't other great stuff for you to go and check out. However, just as a reminder, here is all our details. Just go to the website, papercraftersworkshop.ca. That's where all the new arrivals will be. That's where all our outlet deals will be. And on that note, before I forget, we do have an in-person outlet weekend coming up on Saturday, January 28th. January 28th from 10 until 4, our outlet will be open for in-person shopping, but you can always shop online 24/7, both at the outlet and the regular website. So hello, everyone. As you're tuning in, thanks for joining us tonight. It is a little snowy out. It is a good night to be inside watching videos and maybe even doing some crafting. So I'm going to start off with, well, first of all, this is just one little stamp set from Creative Expressions. A number of our ladies, including our team, have been asking for scripty stamps. And by scripty, I mean things that have like a script background. I don't think I could even begin to read what this says, but the idea is that this stamp would be a background. It would be a texture. You don't really need to know what it says, but it's got that scripty handwritten kind of vintagey look that looks really great on mixed media backgrounds, on cards, on layouts, and it is a nice little size. It is, does it say on here what the size is? It says A6. I'm going to say it's about a 4x5. So a really good size, and you know what, this would be the perfect stamp to use in your Misty the way Chris was showing us last night. You can get some really nice crisp images and have lots of fun with that. So that is it is called French Script. That's probably part of why I couldn't read it, because not only is it small, but it's in French, and it is by Creative Expressions. Next up, oh, here's something. Remember last week I shared with you some new stuff from Spellbinders, and I said that there was a die that kind of got miscommunicated and was now in transit. Ta-da! Here it is. This is called Umbrella Bloom. And so it's got this big, beautiful umbrella. We've seen some stuff that's going to be coming from other companies. Umbrellas and raindrops and flowers are going to be a big, big trend heading into spring. With this die, like it is packed. So you have your umbrella, you have the bottom, you have all the different ways that you can make layers and colors on your umbrella. Plus, it has some of the Spellbinders florals that they are becoming so well known for. So if you want to add to your floral collection, this is a fabulous set to grab. It goes with all the stuff that we showed last week. And I will promise you that there will be some great samples coming, because I know that Darlene is going to be using this die and some of those other ones in some of our trade show classes that we're taking next week. So look for lots more inspiration coming for this die as well. All right, next up from our friends at Echo Park. This one, this one's going to seem like it's a little bit off schedule. It was one of those ones that got released, and I'm not sure exactly why the timing was chosen for this, but it is one of those paper lines that we can use often for anywhere from kindergarten grads to elementary school grads, high school grads, which my son Charlie is going to be in June as I get a little choked up, or university grads. It is a new grad line, graduation line, simply called Graduation from Echo Park. Matt, you can correct me if I think we just got single sheets on this, or did we get collection packs as well?
No collection packs.
No collection packs. So just single sheets. And you know what? That works well because that way you can double up on some, you can mix and match. There are some great cut aparts that would be wonderful, either for title cards or just for a congratulations card. And then it's got the grad hats on the back. Here's another one that's upside down. Actually, these look like they're all upside down, so let's flip them over. Some more great cut aparts, this time in a vertical position. And we've got a great black and white plaid on the back. They kind of look like it's been stitched, which is kind of cool. This one has the diplomas with 4x4 cut aparts. I think all of these have cut aparts, so they're kind of like the salutations lines where they've got a pattern on one side and they've got cut aparts for titles or cards or that kind of thing. Maybe a mini album these would be good for. So that was the diplomas. And if this were me, and it will be me at the end of this school year, these are great neutral colors that you can then pair with the graduate school colors through cardstock, maybe through some other subtle pattern paper. But these are really great neutral colors that will mix and match with anything. So you can really customize them with the school colors in a variety of different ways. This one's got both the grad hats, the grad caps, as well as the diplomas, the little bows. So this one's a nice dainty one. This would be great for cards as well as for layouts. Here is a nice, this one's our 4x6 horizontal cards with some nice little stars. And this background, it is not a metallic paper, but it does have that appearance of being like a tarnished gold or a bronze color. It's quite a nice brown, and it does have a little bit of a sheen to it, even though I don't think it's supposed to. It's, like I said, it's not a metallic paper, but it does look very rich and lush. All right, this one here. So again, this one's a multi-card. This would be great. You could cut out the oval either using a die or just an X-Acto knife, pop the photo, the grad photo in behind there, and then some great cut aparts, a nice just little neutral black and white background, and then there is a sticker sheet covering all the things. Cards, happy, a big title. So those are all the 12x12s, and then to go with it, of course, there is ephemera. There is a 6x6 pad, and again, this gold paper looks metallic. It does have a bit of a pearlescent sheen to it, but it is not metallic, but it does look very rich and classy. A super cool graduation cap stencil, and we brought in 3 stamp sets. So this one has the numbers. Interesting, that one's missing the 0. We're going to have to give Echo Park a call on that one. We'll check the other ones as well, but you can fill in your year here, class of, you are rad. This one says congrats, reach for the stars, their little cap there. And this one's got your diploma and some more great sentiments. So this is the graduation line from Echo Park. And then last, but certainly not least for our new product parade, we have some new papers from Hunky Dory. We've had Hunky Dory in the store before, but we haven't had these kinds of lines in. These are called Duo Design Pads. And really, let's be totally honest, what that means is it's double-sided paper. But there is a twist. So let's take a look at this tartan and rustic wood. On one side of every paper, you have these beautiful, beautiful wood grains in all these different colors, some slightly different textures. And then when you flip it over, you have all of these beautiful tartans. Again, in a nice range of colors, different scales. We've got some that are square on, some are that are on the diagonal. And let me just see the details. So they are 8 by 8.
I think you need to take them out of the package, share. There's a lot of glare on the plastic.
Okay, I will take these out of the package. Do, 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 do. Oh, that one, the sticky came off. All right, so let's take a look at this one again. Is that better, Matt?
A little bit.
Okay, sounds good. As I flip through, I'm sure it will flip open. And while you're watching, in the comments, let me know, do you like the wood grain side better? Or do you like the tartan side better? So this one, as I said, on the wood grain, there's 4 of each sheet, so you get 4 of each one of these patterns. There is a glossy finish to them, so they do have that shiny, glossy look to them. Green and navy blue, all the different colors, different textures. But then when you flip, pad number 2, here are all those beautiful tartans. Lots of great colors. You can use them for so many different things, and tartans for sure are amazing for masculine projects. So that is the tartan and wood grain pack, but there's more. There is more. Let me get this off to the side. Number 2, rosy gold and brushed metal. Let's open that one up. So rosy gold, all of these beautiful kind of vintagey patterns in that pretty rose gold. Look at that. Oh, that is stunning. Try not to sneak peek the other side. But look how beautiful those marbled papers look. That is gorgeous. That one looks quilted. You just want to snuggle up on there. Look at that beautiful kind of marbly, maybe alcohol ink type background. We've got some vintage flourishes, some geometrics. So, oh, this one is all sequins and some polka dots. And when you flip, this one is the brushed metal. So look at that. Absolutely stunning. And you do get 4 of each sheet. So that way you can use 2 on one side and 2 on the other side. Mix and match, use them together. Absolutely beautiful. And so there's 4 of each, there's 12 different patterns. So that's 48 sheets, guys. That is a lot of projects. A lot of projects. All right, next up, and this is our third and final pad to show you tonight, floral scrapbook and music paper. I will tell you without a doubt, music paper is one of the things that we get asked for quite often and very often don't have because there's not an awful lot out there. Even at Christmas time, it's hard to find music paper. Sorry, I'm trying to get that plastic off quickly. So I think this will be a real favorite and we'll go quickly. So let's look at floral side first. Let's look at floral. Butterflies, flowers, of course. Oh, look at that. Perfect for Valentine's Day coming up. There's more of that scripty writing that I said was so trendy. We've got some beautiful florals here, little butterflies, and so on and so forth. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And you know what? If you're a 12 by 12 scrapbooker, don't worry. You could absolutely use these 8 by 8 pieces. You could put them on a diagonal. You could use them as photo mats. Just because they don't cover the whole 12 by 12 area does not mean you can't use these for scrapbooking. Look how gorgeous those are. And then when we flip, here is all of those beautiful music. Our friend Bertha was in the store this morning. I'm sure she could look at this and play it for us. She's quite a talented musician, and I would love to hear what this actually sounded like. I don't think it says what song it is, but it would be kind of neat to know. So those are the three what we call duo design packs. We've got the floral and music, we have the tartan and rustic wood, and we have the rosy gold and brushed metal. So guys, give this a try. Make cards, make traveler's notebook pages, use it on your scrapbooking, and let us know what you think. Because if you love these, if you love the versatility, if you love the glossy paper, we can absolutely bring more in. So there you go. That is our product portion of tonight. But don't leave me yet. Please don't leave me yet, because I've got so much more to share with you. So like I said, in the newsletter last week, you can go back and check it out, or wait until tomorrow for tomorrow's issue. We launched a bunch of new classes. Sorry, I just need a sip of water before I continue. All right. So who wants to see this lineup? Who wants to see all these wonderful classes that we've got? 2023, excuse me, hold on. I apologize.
I would love to see samples.
Sorry, Matt?
I would love to see samples of the classes.
Matt wants to see the samples. I know you guys do too. Just trying to get rid of the frog in the throat. Morgan is saying she wants to see. Diane wants to see. Adrian wants to see. This is awesome. So most of our classes are virtual. I've got one that's going to be a bit of a twist that I will share with you in just a minute. But we are promising that 2023 is going to be a year of learning. Our whole team is excited. Oh, Heather wants to see the samples. This is going to be a year of learning. We are committed to getting you guys crafting and learning and having all kinds of things in your toolbox so that you can just create to your heart's content. Now, the first class that I'm going to tell you about, unfortunately, I do not have samples for because Darlene is teaching the class in 2 nights. The first class of Q1 of our mini album Big Fun class is this Friday. Now, that doesn't mean you can't sign up. Her quarterly classes, what it is we call it a club. So you actually get 3 classes. There's one in January, one in February, one in March. Her classes are always the second Friday of the month. And you will have 3 great classes with her to make what we call mini albums. They're using the Elizabeth Crafts planner dies. Sorry, that shouldn't have been a mouthful, but it was for me tonight. Where she is using a fabulous Spellbinders kit. So she's going to be, the main focus is showing you how you can take little things and stretch them to make big things. And it'll all be in this mini album format. So go and check that out online. It is $65, and that's 3 classes, plus an exclusive private Facebook group where you're going to have challenges and you can interact with all the other people in the club. And you know what? This is the biggest turnout yet. There's about almost 30 people in the class already, and we just have a few kits left. So go and check it out. You're just going to go to the website and you're just going to type in Big Fun, and the class kit will pop up for you. The second class that I'm going to tell you about is also a club, but this one is a new club, and it's taught by me. We've had lots of people asking for scrapbooking classes. And so I always like to teach you things. I like to have a bit of a twist to it. So with our scrapbook club, it is called the Lots of Layouts Club. We are going to do 1 2-page layout every single week or every single month for 3 months. Just like Darlene's, it's going to be 1 class a month. We are going to be on the third Friday of every month. And this first quarter, we are focusing on just some foundational, where to start when you don't know where to start, using strips, using just your basic 12 by 12 paper. There, you do also get embellishments and alphabets and all kinds of good stuff. And let me just really quickly share with you the layouts we're going to be working on. And I've got notes on the back, so please forgive me as I flip that over. We are using the Carta Bella Flora number 5. So this would be one class. Let me get rid of my cheat sheet. This is another class using these beautiful Flora papers. Actually, I think this is supposed to go this way. I'm going to teach you some ideas about embellishments. I'm going to teach you things about titles. And there will also be challenges like journaling challenges. Who needs help with your journaling? So with this class, you will get a full paper pack. You will get a full pack of solid papers, and you will get a bunch of embellishments as well. Raise your hand if you're a scrapbooker. Give me some hearts. Give me some love. Sometimes you just don't know where to start, and I'm really hoping that we can tackle that problem with the Lots of Layouts Club this first quarter. And Darlene and I have already started planning. Darlene gave me some great ideas for quarter number 2. So get in on the ground floor and join us for the Lots of Layouts Club. Okay, next up, class number 3 that I'm going to tell you about. Ellen saying she is part of the club already. That is awesome. I am so excited. We've got a good group of ladies. There will be a Facebook group for that Lots of Layouts Club as well, and all kinds of fun stuff happening in between the classes. Okay, class number 3. I know we're January 11th. I know we are a long way from Christmas 2023, but it's never, ever too early to start making your Christmas cards because we always get behind. We always need ideas. And so what we are planning to do as a team is every single month, we are going to have a Christmas card class. That way you can build your stash, and ideally, excuse me, if you do the math, if you do at least 4 cards a month, you're going to have 48 cards by the time next Christmas rolls around. This first one is a special one in that the one kit is actually going to cover 2 classes. It's going to cover January and it's going to cover February. So you will get lots and lots of cards and ideas just out of this one kit. It is called the Joyful Christmas Kit from Spellbinders. And this is what you get. This is what you get. You get, well, that's an inspiration card. You get a fabulous stamp set. You get dies. You get a 6x6 paper pack. You get all kinds of stickers and embellishments and die cuts. And the spin that I'm putting on this class, the way that I'm approaching this class is I'm going to show you how to take a card sketch that you find online and how you make it using 6x6 pads. We're going to talk about how you choose your papers, how you orient it, whether it's going to be sideways, whether it's going to be vertical, and you will have, I think I've got 8 designed, so 4 and 4, and just as a sneak peek, here are some of the cards. Some of them still need a couple of finishing touches that I'm just working on. This is a beautiful, beautiful, soft, non-traditional color kind of kit. It does have lots of elements of the Nutcracker and ballet, just like that. And you know what? Some of these cards, you can take the same ideas and make non-Christmas cards. See, more of that music paper. So if you want to get in, learn some great tips and tricks on card making in general, and if you want to make Christmas cards, and if you want to have a great die set and a great stamp set, then you're going to want to get in on this. So class number 1 is going to be on Sunday, January 22nd. Class number 2 is going to be on Sunday, February 12th. So 2 Sundays, 1 o'clock start. And you know what? If you can't make the class, everything's going to be recorded. So you can always do it on replay. We would love to have you in for the first class, but if you can't make it or something comes up, then there's always that background or that backup plan. That's what I love about virtual. You can do it on your own schedule. I see Carmen and Heather already have their kits and they are so excited, and I am excited too. So that one is called Joyful Christmas Sketch Cards. $49 gets you that whole kit and at least 8 card designs. There, I guarantee you there will be enough supplies left over to do at least a second set of everything that I show you and then some left over. So you've got lots of room to do your own creativity, your own thing as well. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is perfect for January. This was inspired by a class that I took um, towards the end of last year. And when I showed you guys the sample, you guys went crazy. It is another scrapbooking class. This is a single layout class, 2 pages, and it is using pink fresh papers to create a mountain scene. And at this time of year, there is nothing better than setting some goals, building a vision board, or you could just use this as a great outdoor layout. So we've got some great supplies. You get all kinds of goodies in here. We will talk about clustering. We will talk about some goal setting. We'll do some really fun, non-crafty, but still aspirational kind of exercises, and we will create together. And like I said, if you don't want to do the whole goal setting thing, totally okay. You do you. But the beginning of the year, I love doing some vision boarding and some things that I can hang up on the wall just to keep me working forward. So this class is on Thursday, January 26th. It's just $25, and you've got some great supplies.
What's it called?
To work with. It is called the Mountain Goals Layout. Thank you, Matt, for that reminder. I keep looking at my sheet and forgetting that I haven't told you. So that is called the Mountain Goals Layout on Thursday, January 26th, 7 o'clock in the evening. And as always, everything will be recorded. All right. How many of you love taking a class with Darlene? Darlene has some great interactive ideas, and this year we challenged her with a particular stamp set that we had found in our stash, and we had a good quantity of them. So we gave her the challenge, and she gladly and gleefully took it on. This is using a Lawn Fawn stamp set, which we all know Darlene loves her Lawn Fawn. And this one is called Interactive Window Seats. So not only do you get to play with Lawn Fawn stuff, not only do you get to take a class with Darlene, but you get to learn some great interactive techniques as well. Card number 1 is a peekaboo card, and it just opens up like this. Super cute, super fun. Card number 2 is a pull-out card. This would also be great for gift cards. And I'm just going to slide it out so it starts with a night scene and becomes a morning scene. So it's kind of a little fun slider that has a lot of interactive element to it. Card number 3, perfect for Easter. Now, you do in your stamp set, you do get a full set of sentiments as well. So if you don't want to do Easter, you can absolutely change up the sentiment to whatever works for you. This one is a pop-up card. And then last but not least, Darlene loves her bling. She loves her shaky, shaky, wakey, wakey. We have a shaker card. All using this fabulous die set, so you will have a little bit of homework to stamp and do some coloring. The beavers are part of the February release. Sorry, not the February release, the December release that just happened from Lawn Fawn, so you get some extra fun little elements and 4 great interactive cards. Now, this class will be taking place on Sunday, February the 5th. It's $32 for the set. You get all of your papers, plus a stamp set and a die set. So there's lots and lots of goodies in that kit. All right. I have 2 more things to talk about, and then we will call it a night. So I'm going to actually skip to the last one and come back to the second last one, because that one takes a little bit more explaining. So the last thing I'm going to talk, or the last thing on my list, the second last thing I'm going to talk to you about is BB's hummingbird class. And we had some technical difficulties, so I was not able to print off a picture of that. But this is an exclusive class that Crafter's Home Stores are doing with Spellbinders. If you remember, last year we did a gorgeous class using BB Cameron's butterflies. This year she's using hummingbirds. So you'll get a beautiful package of supplies. I believe there is a stamp, a die, and a stencil. So I do recommend you go and uh, check out check out the listing online. All the details are there. But it is an exclusive class that will be happening on Facebook on Saturday, March the 4th. Now, there is a trick to that. I'm going to come back to that in just a second. So let me talk about the big thing. The big thing we have planned, we're so excited about it. It is time. It is time to come back and do in-person events. And so we have planned a fantastic, what we're calling a hybrid event, because you actually have the choice of doing in-person or online. We're giving you both options. There are 3 classes that you're going to be taking throughout the day. And I can give you a sneak peek on 2 of the projects. The third one is mine, and I'm still working on it, so that it's not ready to be seen yet. But one of the classes will be with Darlene, making this super cute little pop-up box. It pulls out, and then there's a whole series of little 3x3 cards in this box, and you will learn how to make this whole thing from scratch. So that is one of the classes. The other class, and this one is still a bit of a work in progress, it is with Chris, but she is going to make, or help you make, a little seed packet mini album. So each one of these little envelopes you're going to make, you can use them to do a whole suite of gift cards. You can put memories in here. You can put little keepsakes in here. This is our little seed pack mini album that Chris will be teaching. And then I'm going to be teaching 4 pocket cards. So I'm going to show you different ways that you can make cards out of pockets, or if you are not a card maker, just consider them elements for your scrapbooking layout. Now we are going to be using a great kit from Spellbinders. Have you seen a theme here? Spellbinders is one of our favorite partners to work with, and they've given us some really amazing supplies to work with. In this kit, you will get, again, cardstock. You will get ephemera. You will get stickers, and more stickers. You will get a 6x6 pad. Plus, getting to the bottom here, there is also a die and a stamp set. Now, here's the stamp set right here. It does have a very Australian kind of theme to it because our die is this super adorable little koala. So I'm going to be using him on my cards. And like I said, you guys have the option to join us in person. So there will be a morning class and 2 afternoon classes, or virtually online. We will do it in a Facebook group so that we can record. And then that way everybody who participates has access to the replay. We will share information. There may even be bonus learning that happens in that Facebook group as well. And if you come and see us in person, if you join our in-person event, we are going to have so much fun. Now, it gets better. March 4th is the Saturday before International Women's Day. And for the this will be our 4th year celebrating International Women's Day with our community of amazing women. You guys are the reason we're here, and we want to celebrate you. But in turn, we also want to give back to some of the women in our local community. So a portion of proceeds will go to support Yellow Brick House, which is our local women's shelter that we have supported. This will be the 4th year in a row. And they have been a great partner as well. I'm working with Tammy, who is on the board of directors, and working with the team at Yellow Brick House to really be able to give back to the community and support these women who are in need. If you're joining us in person, there's one last thing you need to know. We are going to open up the space in the evening for open cropping. So you can either bring other projects to work on, or you can work on more projects out of the kit, maybe finish up something that doesn't get finished. All we ask is an extra $5 donation to go to Yellow Brick House, just to reserve your spot and let us know that you are going to stay for the evening. There will be breaks for meals, everything, and it's just going to be a wonderful day of celebrating women, celebrating our crafting community, and giving back as well. So here's the thing. March 4th, we already had the date picked. We have the venue booked. The in-person venue is going to be the Ballantrae Community Center, which is just about 10 minutes north of the store. And then the BB class got announced. The BB class with Spellbinders is a virtual class. So if you want to do both, if you want to do our International Women's Day event and you want to do the BB class, well, I'm going to go online. I'm going to be available from 1 o'clock, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday, March the 5th, if anybody wants to do the BB class on replay. That way I'm available for you for questions. I'm hoping that I will have a kit as well that I can be crafting along with you, and we can still pretend that we are crafting together. So that is your best way to do both events, to have a full weekend of crafting and lots of great stuff to work with. I think that's it. No, I am wrong. I am wrong. So I told you about the outlet in-person shopping on January 28th. And then the last thing I'm going to ask you to save the date for is Saturday, February 18th. Marcy and Chris are going to be hosting our demo days. They are doing a stencil butter showdown. Each one of them are, I'm just reaching over here to grab some stencil butter. Each one of them has some great techniques using TCW stencil butter, which I love and our whole team loves. But they've got some great techniques and some great projects. So you're going to want to come and see us in store to learn those techniques, to get your hands on, to learn all about stencil butter and have tons of fun. If all goes according to plan, we will also videotape. I guess tape isn't really a word anymore. We will record the demos and we will post them on our YouTube channel as well. So lots of great learning. The year of learning is kicking off full steam. There are more classes in the hopper that are being developed. So keep watching this space. And if you go to our website, if you miss a newsletter, if you miss a what's new, if you go to our website, in the top bar, there is a little button for the calendar. Just click on the calendar and it'll show you all the things that we have going on. Whew. All right, I think that is the perfect time for me to call it a night. If you are looking for any of these classes on our website to sign up and you can't find them, let me know and I will send you the links. Most of these classes, the kits are ready, not all of them yet, but if you are purchasing online, please do not combine other products with your class registrations. Otherwise, your product is going to sit with your kit until it's ready or until the event. So the very best way to keep everything moving through the process nice and easy is to purchase classes separately in their own orders. I know it's a little bit of an extra step, but we really do appreciate you taking that extra couple of minutes to make the process go smoothly. Okay, folks, that is it for me tonight. Go and check things out on our website, and we will see you back here next week. I am in training next week, but we are finished just in time for me to come back here on Wednesday night, and I may have some great samples to show you as well. So you're not going to want to miss next week. Until then, have a wonderful week. Stay safe in that snow, stay warm, and happy crafting. Good night, everyone.